Hi, I'm Craig Genest, and this is a special edition of Signals and the Noise. Everyone's furious at Netflix right now. They say it's the end of Hollywood. But for a lot of people, that ending started years ago. Unscripted television started to crack long before the strikes. The pandemic shut everything down and taught businesses how to run on fumes and furloughs. And when production came back, budgets stayed small, schedules are tight, and a lot of crews never returned. And then the strikes hit, and by mid-2023, filming days for unscripted and docuseries in LA had dropped by more than half. The work didn't recover. It just drifted away. Story producers, editors, and field teams went months without calls, no next season, no pickup order, and a quiet inbox. You didn't need a headline to know that the work had dried up. Now everyone's loud because the pain finally reached the part of the industry most people pay attention to. Prestige film and legacy television are under pressure, and suddenly the collapse feels cultural. But if you've worked in nonfiction, you've been watching this slow slide for years. So I'm sorry, the outrage is late to the party. Reality and documentary work never had much protection, and that's because it lives outside of the unions. So there's no strike pay, no safety net, and no insurance. So when the money stopped, people disappeared. And because it wasn't considered culturally important, nobody meaningfully covered it in the news. And that's what hits me the hardest. The same system that let unscripted workers vanish quietly is now treated like a national crisis because the pain was given studio lot drive-on access. It's the same pressure. Debt, consolidation, shrinking trust, except better scenic design. The proposed Netflix-Warner merger didn't cause this. It's just the next link in a long chain. It may take years to clear regulators, and it could even make viewing simpler, like fewer apps or easier access or maybe more consistent programming. But for the people on the ground, that kind of stability feels far away. Mergers always hit the middle first, meaning the crews, producers, the people who actually make the work. This time the blow landed higher up, so everyone noticed. It feels bigger, but it isn't. It's just fully visible now. I've seen this and lived this cycle before. MTV, Disney, Fox Sports, and the WB, AOL, Time Warner mess. And each time, the same people get cut first. It's the ones who keep the machine running. It was sold to us as efficiency, but reality, it was elimination. I don't blame anyone for being upset about the sale. Fewer companies mean fewer buyers and fewer chances. What bothers me is the selective empathy, the idea that some stories deserve mourning while others just fade out. Reality and documentary built most of the crews that now create prestige work. And when one side collapses, the other certainly follows. Every new tech cycle brings a fresh worry, and right now it's AI and residuals and what happens when algorithms start rewriting old work. But they're not new. Each wave promises efficiency, and each one leaves someone out. And it's not just splitting Hollywood apart. The whole economy's been running on a K-curve since the pandemic, where the top recovered fast and the rest of us are still climbing out. The same imbalance that shows up in wages and housing now is shaping who gets to keep creating. Maybe what we're losing isn't just jobs. It's memory of how many people it takes to bring ideas to life, and of when work was steady enough to plan a life around. People are mad at Netflix because it's a recognizable face. But this started when leadership decided that growth mattered more than continuity. I'm not bitter, and I'm not longing for the good old days. I'm just stating what's real. I don't have an answer, but I do know how these cycles end. Smaller teams rebuild, independent shops resurface, and something quieter grows where the noise used to be. That's always been the pattern. Collapse, compress, and rebuild. So yes, the industry's at a crossroads. But it's been here for a while. Some of us just noticed sooner. That's the signal. The rest is noise.